He's got something to thank Him for this morning. Everybody in this house should be able to say amen. And thanks, Brother BJ. He said to bring all your tithes into the storehouse and see that I won't pour you out a blessing. He said that I am He that was once dead, but behold, I'm alive, and I'm alive forevermore. He said, I was the one that one time that was dead in what? He was actually dead physically, crucified, laid in the tomb for you. You may say, well, preacher, he didn't even know me. I wasn't even born yet. That's why he said, for God so loved the whole world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whomsoever whomsoever shall come, can taste of the water of life freely. Not under Benny Sloan's terms, Jason Lowery's terms, or Jerry Kidd's terms, but by the terms that's already been laid down. And that's through and by Jesus Christ. And He's a lot more merciful than we are. He's a lot more loving than we are. He's a lot more caring than we are. We get mad. We get upset. We don't have much patience. We don't have as much mercy. But here's one that has all of that, and when you think that He couldn't have no more, boys, it's just getting started. Because it's in Him. When you think that you've bothered God too much, that's when you've just started. Because you're getting in good ground. You see somebody say, what do you mean, bothered God? The devil will tell you that why do you think you're someone that God wants to even look at or listen to? And friend, the Lord's standing right there ready for you to say, devil, get out of my way. I want this. I want light instead of darkness. Now, friend, that's just as simple as it gets. My thought was today that if you're here today and the Bible says, and I hope you'll pray. I hope this is what that, and we'll see where it goes. And if it don't go anywhere, then it don't. I'll sit down. But we hear David begin to say, whether is thy beloved gone, O thou fairest among women? Whither is my beloved turned aside, that we may speak with him with thee? My beloved is gone down into the garden. Friend, if you're here today, you got up and you've went somewhere. I believe that the children of God, when they're gathered around people of God, they're special. They're special. It's a garden today. Amen. And I believe, listen, that you didn't come today just to be seen or to be heard of, but you came to hear something. You didn't come because we said we'd have fried chicken this morning. You can get that anywhere. How many of you passed places you could get it this morning? But listen, you came because you wanted to have something that inside of your heart to feel something move. Is that right? I came for that. What is it that you come for like that, Jason? Because, friend, listen, that's what I'm trying to say. If you've never had it, if you've never felt it, you don't know what I'm talking about. But you can have it today. Why not choose this day? Why not say, Lord, I'm not leaving this church, God, Lord, until I feel you're pleased with me. Is that all right? Somebody said, you old Baptist, you don't believe that way. Don't you believe in us suffering for a long time? Boys, listen. Today, if you get to that point, you've suffered for a long time. Listen, today, I want to say that He's more loving than we portray Him to be sometimes. He's more merciful than we portray Him to be sometimes. And young people, He wants you while you're young. Listen, you may say, well, I've got a grandpa, I've got a grandma, my mom and dad, they're not even in the church, they're not Christians. Listen, why does He want me? Listen, He wanted them when they were young too, but they denied. Listen, still are, friend. Listen, I'll tell you what, it goes to show you it's an individual matter. It's not about what Mom and Dad done about it. I'm sure you're looking at two right here, probably three. That probably thought we'd stick with listen, the old time, what our parents was. Listen, friend, I'm going to tell you what, and I'm not knocking no one, but I'm going to tell you, at the end of the day, you'll follow God if you're His, or you'll not get blessed, you'll not have blessings. Listen, and to you, brother, you're preaching today, if God has called you, you may end up in the city of Iraq before you die, and wonder how in the world you got there. Listen, but if God sends you there, you'll be there. There's sometimes I think, Lord, why am I here? Why am I here? But friend, it's not mine, but it's His. Listen, I'm glad today that if God be the leader and you follow, Brother Benny, when we was sitting up in Raccoon Creek, today, and about 20 would come out. But we still had wonderful meeting. And I said, Brother Benny, it's going to get better. It's going to get better. Today, friend, and listen, God has been better to us than we could ever be to Him. Your dad, Brother CB, I used to think how he used to have them songbook, and he'd ask me, you ever sung this one? Or he'd hear me sing a new song. He'd call and get it and put it in there. That was a gift. Somebody said, how was it a gift? A published book for the children of God to be able to sing out of. Brother, listen, is a great blessing. I don't know if Brother CB ever sang in his life. I asked him, can you sing? He said, I can't sing. Listen, today, but I'll tell you one thing. You may not be able to sing like the angels here. You may never get up here and preach like Paul. You may not be able to do any of that, but I'll declare to you, oh, friend, when that trumpet sound in the morning, we're going to get up together. If you've never sang, you'll sing in the morning. If you've never rejoiced, you rejoice in the morning. Why? Because it's going to be good in that land. But friend, you say, you old-handed, you say like this. Why? Oh, why do you always just preach about dying and going to heaven? Friend, I want to tell you something. It's not just about dying and going to heaven. We get excited sometimes about our future home. Today, I get excited about my future home. But I want to tell you this. There's joy in serving God. You young people that's here today, today you may think you're too young to serve Him. If you're even thinking that, you need to drop your pride and serve Him. Don't worry about what your neighbor may think. Don't worry about what your classmate may think. Sister Found, you get Jesus' hand, He'll take care of the way. He'll pave the way. Is that all right? Boys, I feel stronger than that hit like Sunday night. Today, a friend, but I'm going to tell you what, one of these days, I'm going to be stronger than I've ever been. Somebody said, what do you mean? Are you lifting at the gym? No, I need to lift this firm. I'm not talking about that strength. You can have all the muscles you want. You can have all that you want and drop dead of a heart attack in a split minute. Oh, but I'm talking about the glory, the honor of God. If it's about you, you're stronger than you ever realize. Why? Because, listen today, I'd rather have Jesus than anything I know. Listen, the old writer said, I'd rather have Jesus than men's applause. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. I'd rather have Jesus than to be a millionaire. Listen, wearing clothes beyond compare. Listen, listen, but let me get back. He said, my beloved is gone into the garden to the bed of the spices, to feed in the gardens, to gather the lilies. Listen, and I am my beloved's. Do you feel that way today? Do you feel that way today? I am my beloved. Listen, I preached this at the Indian Bottom Association. Listen, over 20 years ago. Listen, the last time I preached it, if I realize today, listen, but it was on my mind this morning. Thou art beautiful, oh my love. You see, friend, today, who was he talking to? Who was he talking to? Listen, the writer that wrote this was David. David was no better than you or I. Listen, and he considered himself no better than you or I. Listen, but he was a man after God's own heart. Listen, it's all right. Listen, today, he was a man that sought God. Listen, and his ways. He was a man, listen, that desired God to bless him. But little did he know, he would be such a great rider and one to leave behind such greatness for us to follow and to consign when. Brother, isn't it nice to read something and to be able to experience? Oh, listen today. If you're here today and you need to know that is what I'm doing, is God pleased with it? If you're a child of God, I can guarantee you, if you look close enough, you'll find another writer that had the same experience as you had. Is that all right? Listen, listen. And you know what, young people? David was a young man. Listen, David was a young man. Sister Juanita, it's good to see him. I'm glad you're here today. Listen, I'm sorry we missed you last Sunday morning. Listen, and Crystal, and you guys back there, I'm sorry I didn't get him to shake your hand. Listen, it does my heart good to see and share. Listen, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot that's not here that should be here. Listen, Dave, I'll tell you, there's going to be a meeting, Brother Benny. Listen, that, oh, listen, everybody's going to be in that meeting. Oh, everybody's going to be in that meeting that's been born again by the blood of Jesus Christ. And boys, listen today. We will all get on that cloud of glory together. Listen, everyone, somebody said, you think this one will be on there? You think that one will be on there? Brother, that's not up to me. That's not up to you. Listen, today I'm going to tell you what, and I'm glad it's not. I'm going to tell you this, and I hope it don't bother you. There's going to be a lot of people in heaven that's going to shock the pants off you. Listen, that you thought wouldn't be there. And then there's going to be a lot of people that's not there that you thought would be on front row. Listen today, friend, and I'm going to tell you what, listen, I want you to realize that, but in Him, it don't matter. I'm not worried who's going to be there, who's not going to be there. Listen, all I worry about is when I get up, God bless me to try to convince people that it's better in you. It's better than you. Now, Jason, will I not have heartache? Yes, you will. Young people, listen to me. I had more heartache after I joined the church than I ever did before. And one thing, I was awful young. Never knew what life was about. Brother Randy, listen, Brother Jerry, listen today, but I'm going to tell you one. And no matter how rough the road's gone, no matter how high the mountain's gone, listen, Jesus has always been there. Listen, oh, today, listen, I'm glad that His hand is always reaching down. It will pull you up, no matter how far you're down, Brother Jerry. Listen, Brother Ronnie, He'll take care of you in the good times. Brother James, He'll take care of you in the bad times. Listen, but, and then he went on to say now, listen, he said, thy teeth are as a flock of sheep, listen, which go up from washing, whereof every one beareth twins. Listen, and there is none one barren among them. Listen, as a piece of pomegranate are thy temples within thy locks. Boys, if I had, listen, a while, I'd explain that out. Listen, I love the Lord today, but here's what I want to get to. He said, my dove is undefiled, is but one. She is only one of her mother. Listen, she is the choice of her that bare her. The daughters saw her, listen, and blessed her. Yea, the queens that concluded combines, and they praised her. Today, I'm going to tell you one. She is like a merchant ship. She bringeth her food from afar. Listen, her prime is far above ruby. Listen, today, who is this one? It's the beloved church. It's His bride. Brother, it's us today. Listen, it's us today. His church is reckoned as a woman. Listen today, a great woman. Brother Jerry, just a few minutes. Listen, today, young people, I want to show you something. How many of you here has heard about Noah? Listen, the great ark. We all have, ain't we, sister? Listen, Betsy today. I'm glad to see you today. And Stacy, it's good to see you, son. Today, son. I want to say like this, that how many of you's heard of the ark that Noah supposed building, framed it out right to the T. Listen, and he put everything in that God told him to put in. Listen, today, somebody said, well, what about the fish? Where did he put the fish? God had them already taken care of. Listen, today, but I'm getting to something, Brother Jerry. Listen, today, when that great ark began to move, right before it moved, people had gathered around, and Noah told them, listen, today, oh, listen, it's coming to flood. It's coming to flood. It's going to flood. Listen, it's going to rain. It hasn't rained in how long, Brother Jerry? Listen, years and years, Brother Benny. How many years, Brother Benny? Listen, he said he didn't know. I'm glad of that, because I feel bad when I forget something sometime. Listen, but it hadn't rained in here. Listen, and they looked to Noah, and they said, they laughed at him, they didn't listen. Oh, they laughed at him. Listen, and they looked at him, and they laughed, and surely they thought, you fool, you're doing all this, and it ain't going to matter. And listen, and he said, you better get on board. Listen, but Noah, his 3 sons, listen, his wife and their wives, listen, began to load the ship. Listen, and God told him, Noah, shut the door, shut the door. Listen, today, a friend, listen, and he shut the door. Listen, and when he shut it today, oh, Noah, shut the door, Noah, and don't you open it no more. Listen, and he shut it, didn't he, Brother Randy? Listen, and listen today, friend, what happened? And all of a sudden, it started to get dark out. And all of a sudden, it started to get, listen, drops of rain started coming. Listen, oh, and what happened, friend? Listen, the people begin to cry. They begin to wonder right then. Listen, oh, he's telling us the truth today, friend. I'm telling you, the end of time is coming real close. I want you to get ready today. How do I get ready today, Jason? What do you have? What application do I fill out, friend? Listen, how much do I have to donate? Listen today, well, I'm going to tell you how much you got to donate. You have to give in your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and say, God, no matter if I lose my wife, no matter if I lose my husband, no matter if I lose my home, I want to serve you today. Is that all right, friend? And I'm going to tell you something. If you give it all up today, listen, He'll give you so much back. He'll give you so much back. Oh, you don't lose when you die in the Lord. It's all gain, boys. I'd rather have Jesus than to have 10,000 world like this. Listen, but then he went on to say, listen, it began to rain, and people, listen, soon they were overtaken by the water, listen, and God destroyed the earth with water. Listen, brother, that's what took care of your fish today. They were already swimming in the ocean. The water didn't bother them any again. Listen, okay, friend, but as they began to sail on, here's where the church is today. Listen, brother, and I feel good here this morning. People, I hope I'm not bothering you. I want to show you something, young people, that gets you today. Listen, and then, listen, he began to go on for a few days, maybe several days. I'm sure it was enough to cause him to think, Lord, okay, where are we going to end up at? Where are we going to end up at? Listen, how many of you here think today when troubles roll around? Let me tell you today, if you're a Christian, if you think that you're exempt from having a heartache, if you think you're exempt from having problems, then you must not have it yet. But they're on their way. They're on their way. Oh, but never doubt. Listen, there's another man that's on his way also. His name is Jesus Christ. And boys, when he gets there, it'll be right on time. Listen, it'll be right on time. Listen, but Noah began to sail and thought, Lord, surely we're going to be coming to an end soon. How many of you here has been in heartache tonight? Brother Brian, you think, Lord, when is this ever going to end? Lord, when is the storms going to stop? Listen, Brother James, you ever done that? You ever thought, Lord, I'll not ride out this storm? Listen, no, son, you won't. You won't yourself. But don't fear, son. I've got you by the hand. Son, today. And Noah, then he began to think, well, there has to be land out there somewhere. He had, now listen today. How many of you here has ever saw a raven? How many of you here has ever saw a raven? Listen. Oh, listen, it's as black as coal. Black today. We feel, what does black represent? Darkness. Listen, represents evil. Listen, today, but he's not that raven. Oh, and that raven was gone a long time. Oh, listen, and he began to think, it's never going to return. It's never going to return. And it didn't, brother, did it? Listen, today, oh, friend, it's still out there. Still out there. Oh, friend, parents, listen, it's at your children's heels every day. Oh, brothers, sisters, it's at your door every day. That raven is. He wasn't going back. He wasn't going back. You may say, well, I didn't see it, Jason. It's the old devil, friend, if I need to put it any plainer. It's the old boogeyman, as Brother Walter Akers used to say. Now listen, friend, but he never came back. But listen, he had something else there. I love what else he had there. Oh, listen, he had a white dove. Oh, listen today. I love, if you go right back down here, listen what he said. My dove, my undefiled, but one. She is the only one of her mother, the choice one. Listen, friend, Noah had a dove, and he let that dove go, Brother James. Listen, because the raven never returned. But I wasn't there, I didn't see, but I believe. I believe that when that dove came back,
Sure, yeah.
oh, friendless son, it had something in its mouth today. It had an olive leaf in its mouth. What did that olive leaf mean? Woo! It meant something today. All there's land. It is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. Oh, Noah, what did you do, Noah? I believe he took that dove and he probably hugged it. He probably kissed it. I don't know today, but he was happy. Listen, when you get Jesus, you'll be happy today. Is that all right? You know what else happened? Listen, it represented we're going to come to a land soon. I'm going to tell you what, friend, if you're here today and you've got Jesus in your life, if you've never went, said, and showed, oh, I'm a part of the land today. I'm a part, what do you mean? I'm a part of the land. Friend, listen, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. I used to wonder about that till this man explained it to me. Listen, in my Father's house, there are many mansions. How do you put a house in a mansion? Or how do you get a mansion in a house? It seems like it's hard to do, wouldn't it be? But Brother Benny looked at me one day, very simple. He said, Brother Jason, all that means is there's much room. There's much room. And it's very simple, brother, if you think about it. Oh, everything's all right in my Father's house. There's room for everyone in my Father's house. Won't you come and go to my Father's house where there's joy, joy, joy. The dove represents this church. And friend, she's ready to fly. And I want you to be able to get on her wings and fly on with her. What a beautiful thought I'm thinking this morning concerning the great speckled bird. Now, somebody said, I thought you said it's white. It is white. It is white. The specks that's got on it, they don't stay on there in people's eyes and in his children's eyes. But friend, the old battleship, it was pretty battled up, but it still sailed the harbor, didn't it? I'm on a ship that's leading to the King's Harbor. It's headed somewhere. And I want you to be able to get on board. You say, preacher, I can't because I've got some things coming up that I've got to get taken care of. And then I've heard him say I'll get serious with the Lord. You better hope the Lord gets serious with you. And He will if you come to Him in faith believing. I don't care how many coal mines you worked in. I don't care how many nights that you went and how many times you went hunting without a gun. I've heard him say, I remember hearing him say so many times, I went hunting without a gun. I wondered if Mom really watched me or knew. Rather than today, I didn't care about that when I was seeking the Lord. I didn't care. I went to Him, but the last time I went to Him, somebody said, the last time? Yeah. Now, friend, if you're here today, you'll go to Him the last time as one without Him. Because you'll come away with Him. When you come away with Him today, you'll look back down the road, as the song says, where you laid your heavy load, and you'll see all the victories that you won. You also see all the times that people picked on you, that people knocked you down, but you also see how He helped you get back up. In my Father's house, there's much room. Come to my Father's house. Somebody said, you mean it's here, just in this church? Friend, I don't care. Now, I'm not going to say it don't matter the name over the door. You can get mad at me if you want to, but it does matter the name over the door. It matters. I don't want people going to something that's going to tell them something that's false. There's churches telling people that as long as you repeat after me, you can go to heaven. I've heard people say there's churches telling people that as long as you donate so much money that you're a Christian. Brethren, that name over the door matters to me. That's not the name over the door that I want your children or your grandchildren going to. Somebody said, well, so you're saying it has to be Old Regular Baptist. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying today that if you're going somewhere that's not preaching Jesus first, Him being the way, the truth, and the life, then there's something wrong there. It's something wrong there. But I don't care much about what church you join, because I believe if you're a Christian, you'll be happy. You'll be where you want to be. But I care about you being in the church of God. Amen. And that is part of His family. And I want to tell you, if you do, you'll have brothers in Africa. You'll have sisters in Africa. You'll have brothers in Russia. You'll have sisters in Russia. You'll have them all over the world. And I'll tell you what.